Hello guys, welcome back to Goal Rush. So I originally wasn't going to do any podcast episodes today, but I thought, why not? Why not do some podcast episodes? So first I'm going to start off with some soccer news, because this kind of goes into the main segment I wanted to go on here. So I didn't see much, but this is kind of what I wanted to go on here, so. Okay. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys really quick, because I wanted to kind of find some articles on this. I didn't want photos. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay. So I'm going to share this with you. But some of the biggest news I saw was Sam Mewis. And if you don't know who she is obviously she's a soccer player, but she just recently she's played for the U.S. Women's National Team. I believe she's played for most recently within the past 5-ish years. She's played for North Carolina Courage, and the most recent team she's played for is Kansas City. I don't know if at the time they were called Kansas City Current, but it's Kansas City Current now. But yeah. So she just recently announced today that she is retiring for the most reason being, if anyone remembers, she had okay, can't even see anything on that one. I'm gonna go over it here. Ew, why is my computer is not working today? Okay, so basically, she is retiring because she's had this prolonged knee injury, and they did tell her if it wasn't taken care of properly the first time, you're gonna have the injury down the line again. And she's been rehabbing from her injury for actually quite some time now, for a long time. And she wanted to go back to soccer, but inevitably it kind of came to the conclusion that her knee cannot take playing elite soccer anymore. Cannot take that impact. And so she's obviously retiring because she can't really play anymore. And I think she's going to be to get media coverage for Men in Blazers. But what I mostly wanted to touch on today was the injury itself, which getting an injury, that is hard in any sport, in anything when you get injured, right? But what a lot of people don't seem to realize is, sometimes a lot of injuries are more than what, the standard time is. Like we saw with Catarina Macario. Obviously, you saw her. She's back in training now, but for a while she wasn't training with the team, or with the team she was on. Now at least she's back in training, but it was definitely a lot longer recovery time than expected. But in this case, by my understanding here is Sammy has had a knee injury, and I believe it said she got it she went through the recovery of it the first time. Not 100% sure, but they make it sound like she went through the recovery and then played on it after injuring it back in 2017, and was told, if you keep playing like this and don't take care of it, that it's gonna, worsen. And so, like, I'm gonna go based off of these, but so she's, at the end of the day, she was saying, like, hey, I realized that, like, I didn't do the best job of looking out for it, and now it's kind of back. So, having her, like, like her wanting to play, but, like, at the end of the day, it's like, now my knee isn't going to take that. Always kind of sucks to get any type of injury. And especially since you saw, like, I don't think with Sam News, but especially before the World Cup, you saw, like, a lot of women's players, like some big name players, with their ACLs, having, like, torn ACLs and all that, which they did finally kind of launch an investigation as to why that may have happened. And a lot of people think it's probably, like, the input in the impact, and, the not so much recovery time or all that stuff. So there's a lot that goes into it, but, like, sometimes if you don't listen to your body, which I think everyone has this, where sometimes they just don't listen, things can happen. And that's kind of just mostly what I wanted to get into this one. But before I finish today's episode, I am going to, however, show you our voicemail page. I don't want speaker. I'm going to share the voicemail page. Okay, there's got to be a way for this thing to go down, right? Come on, computer. Q. Sorry, guys. My laptop is not wanting to cooperate today. It's probably cold, too. But remember, we do have our voicemail page here. So you can see that there. It is also linked in our Instagram. But yeah, I know today's episode was a bit short. It's been a long, busy day. I do hope to see you guys next week. Peace.